Good morning, good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, good morning to you. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, so I don't think I have anything ready, do I? Because I usually do this the night before. I try to get the topics I'm going to talk about the night before so that I'm ready when I come live during the day. I think I'm ready. Hello, everyone. Lawyer Laura, Miss Morris, Ebby, Baby Shay, Brittany, Green Eyes, Felicia, Miss Possession, Katina, Naomi, Cousin Courtney, Shrinking Sharon, Miss Tara, Giselle, Aisha. Yes, you are the girl that I never had. Deanna, hi. Tact, Renaissance Woman, Felicia, me, Tutu, hi. Deborah, I know it's Deborah, but I like saying Deborah. Okay. Mary Real. Love how big your channel is getting. Oh, that is so cute. That is so cute. Like, it's lit. Like, I love growing and all of that, but I'm a firm believer in a number is a number. A number is a number. What you do with that number, what you can do with that number is what matters, you know? It's how I always look at it. Anybody can have a platform with a bunch of numbers or a bigger platform, but are the people actually engaging in you? Are the views matching the subscriptions, you know, is more important to me because anybody could, make a fake channel right now and make it say that you have 1 million subscribers, 30 million subscribers. But if you're not getting if you don't have the influence of the people, you don't have anything. You really don't. That's why you are all so important. That's why I love you so much. And I, constantly try to, let you guys know how much I love you because I would be nothing without you. Okay. And I'm talking about my supporters. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. There's 61 likes, over 200 people in the building. Okay. If we could please tap on that like, tap on that like, tap on that like. You know, when we hit 500, we'll get into the topics. And the topics are Diddy power bottoms, Diddy power bottoms, and I'm a girl. In one of these XCX tapes, allegedly. Also, the tape has been turned in by one of the male FO victims. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Well, a lot of bit about that. And Beyonce replacing Diddy. Y'all know I be investigating, I be reading, and I'm a girl. I feel like I'm having like surviving withdrawals. For survivors, I feel like I need to do something because I have been coming up with like finding the craziest things, right? And I think a lot of people are overlooking them. So when I feel that, I'm definitely going to come forward and tell you exactly what I feel that ain't being looked at. Okay. Yes, replacing. I feel that Beyonce is replacing Diddy. I know y'all want to know, like, Sean, what is you saying that for? I have evidence. I have evidence. Y'all try it. I have evidence. I don't believe in just coming forward and saying things and really having nothing to back it besides a theory. I have more than that. More than a theory. Okay? It's more than a theory. So we're going to get into that. We're also going to get into a little bit of how I think Jay-Z snitched on Diddy all over again. I feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce have a lot to do with the takedown. I do. Like, just what I feel. So, and I love Beyonce. I can love her. But I feel like she may be a little piece because she is a part of the elite. But we'll get into why I think what I think. But before we do, we're going to get into some hot topics until we get to 500 likes, okay? We will not get into the tea a moment sooner than hitting 500 likes. If you don't like it, hit the like or leave. Those are the only two options. And I'm a girl. I love y'all. I love y'all. But I'm going to get my likes. I'm gonna get my likes. Ooh, not Fruity Pebbles. Oh my God, that's what your dad calls me. Oh my God. When I'm in the room with your dad before I swallow your things, literally, like I'll be in the room. He'd be like, oh, Fruity Pebbles. Oh, Fruity Pebbles. Yeah. Oh, Fruity. Oh, you gay. Oh, you was smacking. Oh, but you suck it good. Oh, Fruity. Oh, no, swallow this. I'm about to bring the kids to the pool. I'm about to bring the kids to the gay pool. So, and I'm like, oh, so, yeah, your dad totally tells me that. That's so sweet. Did you hear him last night? Did you hear us again? Mm. I'm just good at what I do. Like, whatever. So yeah, so we're gonna get topics. The first topic we're gonna get into is Tokyo Burnt Gap Tony. Okay, this fit is still out here on the loose. She absolutely is. I don't know where the unfit police is at, but I'm on duty this morning. So we're gonna get into her. So Tokyo Burnt Gap Tony says, Diddy, Puff Daddy, is being framed. And I'm a girl. She said, Puffy and any girl that, she said, free Puffy. And any girl that got our word shouldn't have been there. What a whore. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Let's get into what Brokey Hole, Burnt Up Tony had to say.
Free Puffy. You know what's happening.
Period.
Yeah. Free Puffy. Come on out of here. Why is everybody mad at Puffy?
I don't know.
Every celebrity in the world, in the United States, point a finger to a man that they know been did this 5, 10, 15 years ago.
She's definitely speaking from experience. Definitely speaking from experience.
What a setup. And they, for some reason, they still can't snatch it. Good. Any girl that got art, you shouldn't have been there.
Ooh.
Oh, well. Shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been there. Puffy. Puffy Richmond. So nobody saw you leaning. You ain't voluntarily walked. They just grabbed you and snatched you and threw you in the back. Same with R. Kelly. Free Puffy. Free Puffy.
Wow.
We know what's happening. The real ones. Yeah. Free Puffy. Come on out of here. Why is everybody mad at Puffy? Every celebrity in the world, in the United States, point a finger to a man that they know been did this 5, 10, 15 years ago. What a setup. And they, for some reason, they still can't match it. Good. Any girl that got art, you shouldn't have been there. Oh, well. Shouldn't have been there. Yeah. Puffy. Puffy Richmond.
Excuse me? Oh my God. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. We're almost at 200 likes, over 400 people in the building. We could please keep hitting the like. And then my girl, hi, Christy, hi, sweetheart. So Tokyo Burger. Free Puffy. Free Puffy. Free. Any bitch that got raped, you deserved it. You deserved it. That was supposed to happen to you. Mm-mm. That's what I told China. Me. Me. I wanted it. Slept with the whole party. They was cool now. I don't think much. That's how I had China. I mean, I done been woke for it, but, SeanDavieWay, he a faggot. SeanDavieWay gay. Just because I wasn't a good mother. You don't mean that nigga got to talk all the time. I don't see why everybody mad at Puffy for being a fan. SeanDavieWay a faggot. Y'all ain't mad at him. All them bitches that was there. Y'all deserve it. It's called sex. I don't know why all the celebrities mad at them. They was all there. I was gonna take Dream to one of the parties. But no, China said no, because she didn't want to go right. So, of course, an unfit, is gonna come forward and be like, this.
So nobody saw you leaning. You ain't voluntarily walked. They just grabbed you and snatched you and threw you in the back. Same with R. Kelly.
Or they were unconscious. Or it was like this. I don't know. You're weird.
Free Puffy.
Oh, not Free Puffy.
Free Puffy.
Ooh.
We know what's happening.
Said Free Puffy?
Yeah.
Ooh, girl.
Free Puffy. Why is everybody mad at Puffy? Every celebrity in the world, in the United States, point a finger to a man that they know been did this 5, 10.
How old is China? That's how long he been doing that.
10 years ago. What a setup. And they, for some reason, they still can't snatch it.
Please step when we hit 500 likes, we will get to the 3 topics that are in the title. We are almost there. We're almost there. This is Tokyo, Burnt Gap, Tony, Brokey China Mama. Come get your mama, girl.
Good. Any girl that got art, you shouldn't have been there. Oh, well. Shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been there. Puffy.
What, she want to interview him or something? Like, what does she want to get out of jail so bad for? Like, weird. So annoying. Moving right along from the Unfit Club. Ellen DeGeneres, there is a tweet of hers from 2016, the same year that Diddy was dragging Cassie through that damn hallway. And she said, "Happy birthday, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, or as I call him, Cuddle McSnuffle Stuff." It's really gay. Tuck it in, girl. Tuck it in. You don't need to know why at I Am Diddy. Y'all some freaks. Like, we get it. It wasn't just dude on dude at these FOs. It was a lot of, girl on girl, too. It was more girl on girl than pretty much anything else. A lot of the FO tapes involve multiple women, or one man, two women, or from what I'm gathering, are on these tapes. And another thing too, Ellen and did a lot of the same things that Diddy did. Okay, she adopted a lot of things that he did. A lot of celebrities do. When you go to, if you go to somebody's party and you like their party and you like certain things that they did, you may take little tidbits of it if you have your own party or gathering. Be like, oh, okay, well, I was at this party and they had something that, oh, so beautiful. Or they had this and that, it was really cool. They had a fountain, or they had, this some made out of glass, out of ice, or some ice sculpture, something that or a buffet style, something, just whatever. Just any idea that you saw, whether they did a theme or something like that. You're like, well, I was at this party and it was really cool. So just like Diddy and them, they were inspired to throw parties as well by going to other parties and seeing how they were doing it. And then it made them adopt a lot of things that they saw. So Ellen too. Ellen is, I would say, a lesbian, but she is bisexual. She did date men and stuff before. It's not like she's never dated a man or, anything like that. And in the Hollywood world, it's all about power. Okay. So with Ellen, if Ellen is an open lesbian in this dark world that they live in with a lot of these parties and rituals and stuff that they do you think that they're just going to make sure it's a bunch of women out there for Ellen to have sex with? No. What they do to someone like her is the masked events that you see in movies like Eyes Wide Shut, stuff like that. And she would have on a mask, or something, and you'll have multiple dudes smashing her, because that is what it takes to have a certain power over somebody. Showing her a bunch of pleasure because you put a whole bunch of women in a room with her. No, she's gonna get that, but she's gonna get that in her own time, at her own event. She will be in control, of making sure that if she just wants to be with women, that it's a bunch of beautiful women around. No different than Diddy when he throw his party. Whatever his taste is, whatever his cup of tea is, he's gonna make sure it's a plethora of that around. But when, no different than like when he brought Justin Bieber in and brought Usher in and stuff like that, the people that wanted him for sexual gratification were in realms, would be, you would never know who would be like, oh, okay, well, I want him, I want him, I want him. It could be politicians, it could be musicians, it could be actors, it could be athletes, and it's just women, men too. A lot of these gay men in the industry, these parties help them keep their secret. It's helpful to them because they get to get out the sexual energy that they really want to get out, and they don't have to be, so discreet about it. They get to actually enjoy themselves in that moment and then go back to their, day-to-day lives. That's what they'll do. So it's actually helpful, these parties, because they get to get out a sexual energy that they have to hide pretty much 24 hours a day. So when it comes to Ellen, when she got initiated, when you get initiated, you don't have they're like, it's kind of like being in a fraternity. They're not going to make it comfortable. So it's not going to be a comfortable initiation. It's going to be things that make a person kind of like cringe, or maybe even something like their worst fears, things like that. So if Ellen is a lesbian and she's being initiated, do you really think they're going to put a whole bunch of women out there for her to be? That's not no initiation. Like, that's not, an initiation is uncomfortable. An initiation makes you want to give up. An initiation makes you want to quit. And you have to show that you are strong mentally, physically, all of that, that you can handle what's about to come your way. So again, I believe Diddy was probably one of those people that, initiated her into the industry. And I think all women of the elite have been initiated in crazy ways. If you look on the internet, there are crazy stories, how the term ghetto gagger was invented. Ghetto Gagger used to be a PORN like film company, and I'm sure you could imagine what it was. A bunch of black women, basically fellatio. I'll say that. And it became like a thing, but what we didn't know, because this was before, the internet became so big, that the term came from alleged initiations in the elite. These women were like basically sexually brutalized on film and blackmailed with these tapes. And a lot of those tapes still got out. So it went from the tapes getting out to them putting a cover over it because a lot of them were up and coming artists, up and coming actresses, and even males. So there, it was, yeah, literally. And the term derived from basically black people being it's it's a lot, but we'll get more into that on coffee. Like when we next month for Sean Ober, we'll be talking about a lot of these stories, and with the tapes accidentally out, the way for them to put a cover over it so that they didn't know who was actually filming and producing, and it was other like heavyweights in the industry that are part of those videos. And we have no idea. So what Diddy's doing, it's nothing new. They've been doing this. So that's how you know he was definitely taught this, because in those ghetto gagger films, I don't believe Diddy was in any of them. I've never seen any info proving that he had anything to do with it. So I think that it's just something he saw, like as coming into the industry, because it was popular around the 90s, like early 90s is when this whole ghetto gagger thing started really becoming a thing. And this is no different than what's happening now. A lot of these films that are being sent of Diddy and other people, celebrities, have been out there. Been. We just didn't know. Like it wasn't identified that these are celebrities that are, and we had no idea. And some videos that are out there and the face is blurred and whatnot, we had no idea that that's actually an actress or an athlete, that this is happening to right now. And I think that Ellen DeGeneres is on a lot of these tapes. I do. And not participating, I think that she is, behind the camera and whatnot. I think it's a lot of people. I think that this is what Diddy did. I think he would bring a lot of these celebrities to these parties and make them feel like they are in control by letting them do certain things, letting them record certain things, letting them go in rooms by themselves and think, that they are alone. The whole time it's the camera in there recording everything that's going on, multiple cameras from multiple angles and whatnot to make them feel like they are in control. So some of these videos I do feel are consensual, but the videos that are consensual, I don't feel like Diddy's a part of. I don't feel that way. And I'm going to get more into that as we move on. But I think that Ellen DeGeneres was a pass around. I do. I think that a lot of men have had their way with her. I think that out of those people, I think Diddy was the kindest to her. And I think that that's why they have such a close relationship. I think that that's why. And I also think that, because I see y'all bringing up Twitch, I think Twitch had a lot to do with these parties and whatnot too. Part of his taking his life note, I feel like that leaves clues. Like there's something on the rise that could destroy him and destroy his family, because he and his wife and their children, they created like a family image, and whatnot. They're on social media and stuff together, dancing, doing videos together, all that. So they have a brand to protect. And I think that with the show coming to an end and certain information about to come out, I think it could have played a huge part in why this. But I mean, because it's still a big conspiracy out there that people don't even think that Twitch took his own life, that someone else was involved, like Corey Gamble. And so I know it's a deep rabbit hole. It definitely is. We are almost to 500 likes. We will get into the tapes when we hit 500 likes. But before we do, I'm going to bring up the Beyonce thing. So I always notice with the elite, when one falls, another one rises, right? Back when Jay-Z told the elite about Dame Dash and Irv Gotti and Jay Prince, and all of them about putting their own first distribution, a music distribution company together. Well, as they fell, Jay-Z rose. Rock Nation, the 40/40 Club, alcohol branding. a lot of other stuff. So a lot of perks and assets that the people that he snitched on had, the elite pretty much gave to him. They like gifted it to him. So I'm looking at this situation with Diddy, all right? In my eyes, to switch to the Young Thug situation, because people love to say distraction, distraction, distraction. Well, to me, Young Thug's case is a distraction, because Young Thug's case could have been thrown out. I mean, it's a mess, right? Judges switched, switching judges, and I mean, it's just been a whole fiasco, a circus. It should have been over with like a long time ago. So I feel like if anything, that is more so of a distraction, because while everybody's paying attention to Young Thug and his trial, you got the feds over here probing Diddy, and not only probing him, raiding him. So all of this stuff is happening while all of the stuff with Young Thug is going on. So this takedown to me has been in the process for quite some time. Like, it did just start. Like, they've been wanting to take him down for quite some time. They just need solid things in order to do it because of fear of public scrutiny. Because one thing about social media has made the elite fearful. Because social media has a very powerful presence. We're almost to 500 likes. We're almost there. Please keep double tapping that screen if you have not already. Please, 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 please. So, the elite, they're afraid of, because it's more us than them, right? So of the people overthrowing the government, the elite are the government, like they are. So the power of social media, I think, kind of sunned them, kind of made them chill out, because they realize how big of a voice that we have when we are, unified. That it's a lot. So when one falls, one has to rise. At this point in time, Beyonce is rising. Everything, all of her brandings and whatnot, I feel that it's like Diddy's out, Beyonce is in. Beyonce, in my opinion, is taking the spot of Diddy. What I'm saying? And I believe that because a lot of the things that Diddy doesn't have anymore has been given to Beyonce. 100%. And I have proof of that. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show you what I mean. So, the whiskey wash. The complete rundown on Beyonce's new Sir Davis whiskey. And I'm not about to read this whole thing. I'm just going to read key points. Key points to make me feel like, oh, okay, well, this is new. This is new. So, okay. Yeah, we don't care why Sir Davis is called Sir Davis. I want to get to who runs the world, Craig. Who runs the world? So this alcohol is a Hennessy. Okay, the Hennessy is the brand that it comes out of. So the 32-time Grammy winner Beyonce has announced the launch of her new whiskey brand, Sir Davis. In a luxury collaboration with Beyonce and Oz Carter, Moet Hennessy today, August 20th, unveiled the groundbreaking whiskey. The whiskey will retail for, $103, and is now available for pre-order via SirDavis.com. So let's go through everything we know about Beyonce's Sir Davis whiskey, including the production, packaging, name, tasting, notes, and availability. How is Sir Davis whiskey made? In addition to being dreamt up by one of the biggest stars in music, one of the biggest liaisons in the world, Sir Davis was created with the influence of Dr. Bill Lumsden of Ardbeg, I believe, and Glenmorangie fame. Lumsden, one of the foremost Scott whiskey master distillers, select the mash bill for Sir Davis. 51% rye and 49% malted barley. So Dr. Bill then used his expertise to impart the elegant mouthful of texture reminiscent of Japanese and Scotch whiskeys, while retaining robust and deep flavors typically of classic American rye, according to a press release from Moet Hennessy. Now let's get into who owns Moet Hennessy and distributes it. Previously, the London Quarter Company's spirits brands were distributed in the country throughout a joint venture with Paris-based Moet Hennessy, the wine and spirits arm of LVMH. However, the firm confirmed that it will recover distribution through its new market company. Let's say that again. The firm confirmed, which is Hennessy, Moet Hennessy, that it will recover distribution through its in-market company, Diageo. Diageo makes Moet Hennessy and distributes Moet Hennessy. Diageo is also the company that started this whole issue with Diddy's downfall. The company that the multi-billion-dollar company that Diddy put a discrimination lawsuit against because they wanted to cut ways and part ways with him. And they wanted to do it in a quiet way, in a quiet fashion, because they were just tired of him and his bullshit. They had invested over $100 million in his brand, Ciroc and De Leon, and Diddy had only put in $1 million to support his own branding, and he was just hell to work with. So, in light of everything that Diageo knew was about to happen to Diddy, they didn't want to work with him anymore. They wanted to part ways, and they wanted to do it in a way to where they could still remain cool. Diddy, being extremely narcissistic, wasn't going for that and decided to put a racial discrimination lawsuit against the company. And right as he did that, suing this multi-billion-dollar conglomerate that is part of the elite, you think the elite was just going to let that ride? You think the elite was just going to just sit back and just let that happen? Absolutely not. So it's not a coincidence that all of a sudden when De Leon and Ciroc are taken off of Diageo's distribution company, them getting rid of Diddy's branding, now here comes Sir Davis. And Sir Davis is through Diageo. The same company that Diddy. So it's giving, you know, yeah, drink the whiskey. No one's saying that you can't drink the whiskey. This is an example to show that I believe that Beyonce is next up. That they're out with the old, which is Diddy, and in with the new, which is Beyonce. Beyonce's the new Diddy in my eyes. Not saying that Beyonce is doing the stuff that Diddy's doing or anything like that. No, I'm saying on the hierarchy, she's next. Because Rihanna's already in the billionaire club, although that Beyonce's the only one that's not. Okay? So with her coming out with all of these brandings and the Illuminati, well, not Illuminati, elite are super backing these products. Think about the Super Bowls, all of that. She getting the bigger slots of the commercials and all of that to push her music, to push her brands and her perfumes, her liquor now. She just dropped this big Levi ad that, Levi is paying her a ton of money. She's getting paid a lot of money to do that Levi ad that just dropped. I think it dropped yesterday. And Act 3 is coming out. It seems each act is like Diddy's life gets worse. Each act, Diddy's life gets worse. Okay? Beyonce dropped Act 1. His life was starting to shake. She dropped Part 2. He get raided. I'm just saying. Every time she drop an act, because it's Act 1, 2, and 3 of the Renaissance. Every time she drop, he get popped. The bail, none of that happened. All of these tapes and stuff being sent and all that. And you got Beyonce out, she got a liquor. And I mean, she got so many products out right now. She got the hair products, the what do you call it? The hair stuff. That she got out so many things right now. So I think that because Diddy was in the billionaire neighborhood, right? Pretty much. So that's where I feel like they're trying to do with Beyonce. They're trying to bring her into the billionaire club because she's the only one that's not a billionaire. Out of these people that are super her husband is a billionaire because he's part of the elite. So of course he's a billionaire. Rihanna's a part of the elite. So, of course, he was a billionaire. Now it's Beyonce's turn. Beyonce has finally accepted her responsibility, and I'm not even going to finally accept it. It's finally enough room. It's finally enough room for Beyonce to come in and be one of the upper echelon, one of the actual shot callers when it comes to these big table meetings that are set at. I feel like Beyonce was sitting the meetings out, and Jay-Z was going to. It's kind of like how I feel about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. Will Smith is elite, so Will Smith sitting at the table. Jada's not. She's not sitting at the table. No, Jada ain't at the table. Not at all. But Will is. Will is sitting there, and his wife sitting outside, in a hallway, waiting for, her man to come out. And I think that that's how it was with Beyonce. Beyonce was sitting in the hallway waiting for her man to come out, and now she don't have to sit in the hallway anymore. Now she can come all the way in. She's connected to the elite, but she's not a part of the elite. Now she is. I think that this is Beyonce's, welcome. They're welcoming her in, and they're making this with Diddy so big because this is his true humiliation ritual. They would, because everybody else has been humiliated except for Diddy. Name a real humiliating moment with Diddy, in pop culture. I mean, everybody does embarrassing things, but humiliating, like, oh my God, this is humiliating. Like a SCA tape dropping, or something like that in the prime of your career, like when you're doing really good, and all of a sudden you got to worry about the nudes, and stuff like that. So, like, humiliation to humiliate you. This is what they're doing. This is a ritual, if you will, pushing him out. Just like Young Thug. Young Thug got pushed too. 100%. Yeah. See, they brought Young Thug in to get rid of Lil Wayne. Yeah. It's mighty weird now they're arresting Young Thug and bringing him up on charges, but when just some odd years back when he was getting Lil Wayne's tour bus pop-out, and all of that, and he had everything to do with it. Everybody was saying, oh, yeah, that was Young Thug, him and his people, blah, blah. Nobody did anything. They protected him because the elite wanted him, because Young Thug was really, really big. Like, he was a big artist. He had a lot of influence, and whatnot. And what he wanted was to take Lil Wayne out. So I feel that they allowed him to do that. I feel like they allowed. He just failed. Just like with Diddy. He wanted to take out Pac. They allowed it. They're like, well, yeah, he got to go anyway. So, hey, go ahead. He gone. We'll take care. We'll make sure that you're good, because Pac was literally the enemy of the elite. He did songs and albums based on telling artists to stay as far away from these people, as possible, and they didn't like that. So, they turned a blind eye. They allowed him to do it. And it's the same thing with Biggie. He said Biggie wasn't going nowhere. Biggie was literally in the process of leaving Bad Boy when he passed away. He did not pass away an artist that was staying on that label. No. He passed away leaving. Okay? He was leaving Bad Boy. 100%. And Puffy was not going, because he didn't want, because everything is image to him. Everything is image to him. So he did not want the embarrassment of people knowing that Biggie was interested in it at all, when Biggie was his gold mine. That Bad Boy Records would not have been nothing without the Notorious B.I.G. If Diddy would have started Bad Boy, he would have did it with the same artist, because it couldn't have been with Lil' Kim, because Lil' Kim came because of Biggie. So, like, that was his artist. So, if he would have came out with, like, Total and all of it, it would not have been as big. It would not have been as, no different than Death Row. People came there and wanted to sign there, not because of no fucking Suge. They didn't care. They didn't care. They came there for Pac. So it's the same thing with Bad Boy. Those artists were flocking into Bad Boy because Biggie was attractive. Think about the One More Chance video. All of those artists were there because of Biggie. They were not there because of Diddy. Didn't nobody with him. The talent was Biggie. That's why Bad Boy became a trifecta. Because of Biggie Smalls. Diddy had nothing to do with that besides being an A&R. He found talent. He did not have any talent. He found talent. That's it. He wasn't the talent himself. So I do feel like him bringing out Craig Mack, I think it would have assisted. I think it would have helped. I think it would have given them, it would have shined a light over to the Bad Boy. But no. Biggie made that label. Just like Pac made his. End of story. No discussion. There, I will not argue about that because it is fact. Fact. That is why Puffy wanted Puffy wanted Pac gone. Because he was the label. If we get rid of Pac, we gonna make a ton of more money because we have somebody that's the artist that's living. And not only are we gonna make more money, we don't have to worry about competition. We get to take over. Just like drug dealers do. Okay? They start running one area, then they're going to want the next borough, then they're going to want the next borough, and the next one, and the next one. You look up, then they need no Brown. They run the whole city. That's how it goes. So that's what he did. So Biggie leaving was a no-no. Oh, no. He can't go anywhere because he was needed. And at that point, to Puffy, Biggie was worth more dead than alive. Because if he stay alive, he leaving. Diddy didn't want to go through no lists and stuff back and forth for Biggie because Biggie would have ended up winning. Overall, I feel like Biggie would have won the rights to his stuff. And then it also would have flipped the light switch on for all of the other artists. They would have followed Biggie's lead. If Biggie's suing and leaving, we suing and leaving too. It's going to make all the other artists want to look at their contracts. Had a contract sat in front of them. And when I look at this whole thing with Cassie comes forward and then it's like a domino effect. While all of these other people feeling brave enough to come speak for themselves. So it would have been the same thing. He could not have that. So it wasn't just owning rights to Biggie's music. Biggie was going to ruin everything for Puffy. That's how he looking at it. He going to ruin everything. Over my body. He will die before he leaves here. And he makes sure that that happened. Because if Biggie was supposed to be overseas, then that's where he should have let him go. He knew that when Biggie came back from overseas, that was probably going to be the last time he saw him. That was going to be the last time he saw Biggie. Because he knew Biggie's plan. He knew that when Biggie got back, what Biggie was going to be doing. Leaving. Sitting down with other record labels. You don't think that it got back to him? That Biggie was sitting down with other record labels? Trying to sign deals, trying to figure out ways to get him out of the contract and get him his rights to his music? Oh, no. No, you gotta go. Because there was no other way. Biggie would not have been silent and everyone would have believed Biggie. Biggie sits down, gets interviewed about the sabotage and thievery and all that stuff that's been going down over there, Bad Boy. Everybody listening. Biggie was the hero. Everybody listening. Oh, he couldn't have none of that. Oh, no. So he took him out. That's all he knew to do. He felt like had no other option. He felt like his back was against the wall. So he did, Pac pass. Okay, let's get him too. Because over my body, he ain't going nowhere. Because Matt was never supposed to live either. Like, he was supposed to pass away as well. So that's why I'm just suspect with this whole Young Thug thing. Because they were protecting Young Thug. They went from protecting him to now, let's do this big state and federal case against him, and let's have this all over the place. Like, why though? Y'all been knew what was up with Young Thug and what he was doing, and y'all were completely fine with this operation. Y'all allowed it because Young Thug was a part of it too. He was a part of it as well. But now he got the boot. They booted him out because he didn't do what he was supposed to do, which was replace Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne got, a little older, like normal people do. And he wasn't releasing as much music. He wasn't what they needed him to be. So they had to get rid of him. They want to get rid of him. Again, with the Super Bowl, why would Lil Wayne perform at the Super Bowl? The elites, Lil Wayne, the elites, Lil Wayne is on trial now, which is Young Thug. So Young Thug would have been at that Super Bowl before Lil Wayne. Trust me. The elite only want to work with the elite. So if you're not already a part of it, or they're trying to recruit you, those are going to be the people that are performing at places like the Super Bowl and places like that. I promise you. Like 100. Those would have been the people, not no Lil Wayne, you know. Nicki can hang it up. I would say Cardi can hang it up before Nicki. Because, again, the elite booted Nicki a long time ago. They booted her a long time ago. A long time ago, they're just like, yeah, no. We don't want her to make another one. Cardi's the one that's due. Cardi's their it girl. Even still to this day. Cardi's their it girl. So her replacement is Megan the Pegasus. So if anybody should be worried, I would be, if I was Cardi, I would be. I would be worried about being shunned because their go-to girl, their it girl, is Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, that's the next up in the hierarchy. She done passed Cardi and all of them. She absolutely has. Yeah. Megan is the rap girl of the elite. And then there's runner-ups. Because, you know, even she don't drop the ball. I mean, look at this whole thing that just happened with Tory Lanez and all of that. Now, I agree if he pop-out her, that he did get what he deserved. But look how she was treated over him. He came forward and lied, said that it was glass, knowing that it wasn't. They covered that up for her. He drops an album saying, in his opinion, what happened that night. They take the album away. He goes on IG Live. They move damn near his whole IG, cut off his lives, remove those from the internet. I mean, it's just like he couldn't catch a break. He couldn't catch a break. Like, at all. It's like we still, to this day, don't know Tory's side. Notice that? In 2024, September 30th, 2024, I still don't know Tory Lanez's side of the story. I've heard a bunch of, he said this, he allegedly said that, this text, blah, blah, blah. Still to this day, we don't know his side of the story. I find that odd. I find that extremely odd. I just find it odd. Right? Guilty or innocent. I mean, hey, however you want to. I still think that we should have heard from him. They didn't allow him on the stand. Nothing. Y'all don't find that suspect at all? Hell, even Diddy about to get on the stand. And they said they have over 100 witnesses. Even he about to get on the stand. But it's like, why not? Then Kelsey gets complete immunity. Why? Why, if the predominant story is that her and Tory had the weapon, why is she getting immunity but he not? Because if they both had it, it's between their stories to decide who actually did it. We still don't know who exactly popped out her. Tory got found guilty of it, but we never heard his story. It's like, I found that so crazy. I'm like, why do we still not know what that man had to say? Interesting. All because of Megan. Megan and her team. Although she done lied and said it was this, then she would go into emergency surgeries, and then, you know, although it was a helicopter outside, I mean, they have a way of protecting their own. So that's why I say you can tell who's a part of the elite, the protection that they get. There was no way they were going to let anything happen to Megan the Pegasus. When all that stuff went down with Chris Brown and Rihanna, because all these people are connected to Jay-Z, when all that stuff went down with them, everyone, of course, was furious with Chris Brown, okay? Although Rihanna admitted to kept repetitively putting her hands on him too, that she was initiate a lot of the physical battles because she, again, was putting her hands on him as well. But she went back to him multiple times, was even going back and forth with his mother in court, all of that. She right there in court while he getting charged for what he did to her, and she just sitting there waiting on him. You just sitting there hanging out with her best friend, and Chris's mom, waiting for him to. So it's fine to isolate Chris Brown and cancel Chris Brown for what he. What does that say about her for still being with him though? Like, doesn't that deserve acknowledgement? Not to say to shun her, you know, or anything, or to cuss her out, because it's normal for people in DV to go back to each other. You know, that's normal. You know, although it shouldn't be, but in that process, that's one of them. So she was a cover girl, all of that at the time. So it's like, why y'all taking brand deals and stuff from him if y'all, because she's still supporting it. So what does that send to the little girls and stuff that are fans of her, you know? And she doing these big interviews, you know, about it and all of that, but not stating in the interviews that she's still with him. Like, that was the thing. She talking in these interviews like they broke up. They didn't. They were like literally still together, still seeing each other, still sleeping with each other, all that stuff. But in the public, she's sitting down all makeup up, dolled up, you know, beautiful Rihanna. And, you know, but they protected her. They did. She didn't lose any brand endorsements or anything. Chris lost everything. And, you know, as he should, because I just don't believe that there's any excuse, you know, for putting your hands on any, you know, any woman, whether she hitting you or not. Get out of the situation. Get away from her. That's it. And stay away from her. Now, I'm going to retaliate to show, you know, that's not the answer. I'm going to show her I'm a man. If you're not walking away, you're not no man. Because a man will walk. Now, these are the same men that have been blessed or cursed with daughters. Because a lot of our karma comes back through our children. It sure does. So God forbid, I hope neither one of his daughters ever get into, or daughter. Let's have two daughters or two. I don't know. But I know royalty, for sure. So I predict that she's never in one of those situations because she wouldn't be getting it honest, but your karma, you know, so, because it shouldn't take you to have a daughter to realize what you're doing to women. I cannot stand that with dudes. You know, they be like, oh man, no, it's like, always been wrong though. Like, what are you talking about? Like, not all of a sudden because you don't want it to happen to somebody that you love, now what's the problem? Although you've been doing, you shouldn't mind your daughter getting cheated on if you did and do a lot of eating. Like, you should expect it. I mean, you a dog. That's why a lot of you men be so overprotective when it comes to y'all daughters, because y'all done treated women so bad that y'all afraid of every dude that they get with gonna be like you. Every dude they get with gonna do what you did. Every dude they get, and it's not like that. Like, it really don't be, because if you're good to your daughter, then she'll look for a good man. You've been being bad to her, then yeah, she's probably gonna go find a loser like you. So yeah, I find that weird. But yeah, so I do feel like Beyonce is stepping up and replacing Diddy. Do you think Naomi Campbell are in all the outs? I think Naomi Campbell is super on the outs with Diddy. Did you not see how Rihanna walked inside of that event and completely ignored her? Girl, Rihanna was like, look, the list is out, the elite, and you was not on it. Girl, Rihanna walked right past her. Rihanna walked right past her. So if Rihanna not talking to her, neither am I. Okay, Rihanna said you steal. Rihanna said you steal, Naomi girl. She said the last time she seen you, she hugged you and she had on a tennis bracelet and all this, and it was all gone, girl. So, yeah, you steal. Yeah. Don't you send no crackhead to the store. Rihanna says she steal, basically. That's what I got from Rihanna. Like, she was not even there Walk right past her. I definitely think that the elite is sick of Naomi. Naomi done been around for the last 400 years, and they is tired of feeding her water, lettuce, and schnook. Okay, and Schnane, they is sick of her. They is sick of her. They absolutely is. That's what that word. They done tried to marry her off multiple times. They done gave her a little adopted baby because that Schnane figure could never. She done snorted her fallopian tubes away. Girl, they are sick of her. No, They say, look at here, we done gave you millionaires, billionaires, hundredaires. Girl, we don't get look, we is sick of you. Now you dipping in the church money over here in the breast cancer fund and dipping in a little piece of scoliosis fund, and girl, you're buying cigarettes out the autism fund, and you know all of that, girl. You over there buying rice and ice with the right to Save the Children Foundation coin. You over there paying your electric and Uber bill, girl, hotel bills, and all of that with the breast cancer fund. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. They've been trying to get rid of Naomi for quite some time. They is sick of her. They is sick of her. Me too. They is sick. Clearly, Rihanna is too. Rihanna says she's still. Rihanna says she's still. Because Rihanna saw her at the runway show for a charity and whatnot, which Naomi allegedly stealing from. And Rihanna came in because she had her boobs out, girl, and she had the jacket like this, girl, real sexy girl. That's how she looked at Naomi when she walked past. Rihanna. You still. That's how Rihanna walked past her, because you know Rihanna got them thick old bitties, girl. Them thick old bitties, Rihanna. Rihanna came in like I'm rich. Rihanna came in like I'm really rich. Okay? I am really rich and I'm sacrificing you. No. No, you're getting voted off the island. We sacrificing you. It's a wrap. You be stealing. So we're sacrificing you. We absolutely are. I already put my vote in. I already put my vote in. You will pass away peacefully at home next year. I said I put my vote in. No. No. You gotta go. Yeah, you'll have a peaceful passing in. A low bar pneumonia type of situation. Yeah. You must die. So that's what that word is still. So yeah, I feel like the elite is sick of her. Naomi was in the elite. Then they got tired of her. Then they got tired of her. They ready for her to go. They is ready for her to go. Yes. The elite like, look at here. She's still alive. Yeah. I know that. That's why she always coming in with. Ooh, girl, where they at, girl? Ooh, girl, that's why she always come in at nighttime, girl. That's how she walking the event, stealing ass. That's how she come in. That's how she come in. Waving at people. They be like, who the fuck is that? They be like, girl, who the fuck is that? That's how Rihanna done be. They be like, girl. Who's that girl? That's how she be coming in. That's why Rihanna came in. They let you in? Could have told me the ghetto was here. Mm-hmm. Ooh, girl, aren't you banned? Didn't we ban her? Like, girl, around like, I got a babysitter for this? Rather like, no, no, no. I could be being at home being submissive to my man. Like, rather, I could be home being a mother. I could be with my baby father. Like, you got your nerve. Rather like, hello? Did we talk about her? She's still. She's still. She ain't supposed to be here. That's what that word. Now let's get into Diddy being a power bottom. Absolutely gay as hell. So Diddy, the lawyer, yes, for Sean Combs' accused of claims she saw high-profile person featured in tape allegedly connected. So Diddy. Now, before we get to this, I feel like we should get into the power bottom part because I'm sure y'all wondering, like, okay, well, why does Sean have power bottoming? Like, why does Sean have power bottoming? Let's get into it. Well, LeBron James and Diddy was on tape. Bang, 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 ski, ski, ski. Bang, 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 ski, ski, ski. So there was this tape that was going around, girl. This the third one. One, it was supposed to be with Meek Mill. He was supposed to be over there talking about some, the zaddy. We're going to get into this. Yes, let's get into it. So, let's get into this. It says, headline altered to make unfounded claim about LeBron James. Diddy I fact checked. The claim, image shows news outlet headline on a Diddy and LeBron James SCX tape. A September 23rd Facebook post, direct link, archive link, shows what appears to be a headline from the Spanish news outlet Marca about NBA star LeBron James and embattled music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Video of LeBron James and Diddy's SCX tape continue to emerge. What is most recent in the scandal? Question mark. The purported headline reads, the Lakers star continues to sink into controversy over the case of the fallen producer. The headline is an altered version of a genuine Martha headline that does not mention an SCX tape. There is no evidence of any SCX tape involving James and Combs, okay? But let's keep reading. Combs, who for months has faced lawsuits from victims who allege that he, as aid them, was arrested in New York on September 16th. He was charged with transportation to engage in racketeering conspiracy. Combs pleaded not guilty to the charges, being held in jail without bond. The next hearing is on October 9th. I cannot wait. Well, I can't wait for his next court date. While stories continue to come out about the rapper and music producer, there are no credible news reports about any SCX tape involving him and James. The word SCX tape is an altered image and is written in a different font than the rest of the line, a sign that it is digitally added to the image, okay? So if you didn't know, there was allegedly this image and SDX tape that was going around with LeBron James and Diddy. Now, the internet is saying that it's not real, but I don't believe that. I'm not going to say with LeBron James, because we know that there are tapes. We know that there are. And there are multiple tapes. It's not like it's just like one or two. No, it's a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch. So, a whole bunch, right? We talking years back, years and years and years. And so this is gonna get really gross. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. LeBron James and Diddy have been close. LeBron has bragged about Diddy parties and being to Diddy parties and saying how don't nobody play like Diddy and his parties be lit and blah blah blah. Which brings us back to this article. Lawyer for Sean Combs' accuser claims he saw a high-profile person featured in tape allegedly connected to Diddy. So let's get into that. Attorney for one of Sean Diddy Combs' accusers claims someone contacted her regarding an alleged pornographic tape featuring Combs and someone high profiled more high profiled than the music mogul, who she said didn't appear to be an active participant in the videotaping. So that Diddy wasn't like actively in the tape, but was there. Ariel Mitchell Kidd, a lawyer representing a woman who claims Combs, now 54, SA'd her in 2018, revealed in a new interview with Nation that she was separately contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of a pornographic tape featuring Combs, which she declined. So someone had contacted the lawyer and was like, look at here, I can say this tape. Now, if you want it, I got it. You know, I got that good stuff. You want it, I got it. And the lawyer declined. So she was just like, no, I don't want it. But like, how much? What we doing? It would have been all over Twitter. There already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge. Mitchell Kidd said on Banfield on Friday, September 7th. According to News Nation, Michelle Kidd is representing a woman who claims Combs allegedly SA'd her with an inanimate object and directed another man to SA her before she escaped. The attorney said she will be filing the lawsuit within the week. So there's a whole new accuser. A whole new accuser. Not the one that just came forward and said that Carisha did make her in her baby. You know, no, this is a whole nother person. As for the alleged pornographic tape, after being asked to elaborate by the correspondent Laura Ingle, the lawyer claimed it was a catch and KIL situation that she can't explain who the other person in the video was, describing the person as more high profile than Combs. Now that is annoying. That is annoying. Why can't they tell us this person is? Why can't they say who this more high profile person is? I'm thinking that, okay, do y'all think that it is a female or a male? Do y'all think that this now, because this tape is real, it is in existence, and not only that, there is proof that there is a more high profile person than Diddy. So somebody that's bigger than Diddy, has more power than Diddy, more pull than Diddy inside of this tape. And Diddy is recording. So Diddy is the one, recording what is going on. But the person he is recording is more high profiled than himself. So do you think it's a male or a female? Because they're saying more high profile. They're not being descriptive on a gender. They're not being descriptive on a gender. Y'all said on the mayor, male. Ooh, not Beyonce. male, female. We got a female. Male, former president. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, not the Kardashians. Male, because he's a white man, I believe, is a politician. Male, female. Okay. Male and begins with O. Omarion? Just kidding. Clive, male, Jay-Z, LeBron higher than Diddy, white man, Russell Simmons, Me Too, 50-50, music producer. Ooh, it's Jennifer Lopez. Ooh, that's a good one. Obama and Oprah. I cannot. Ooh, not a demon. A demon is correct. Prince Harry. Good one. Ellen, Beyonce, Clive Davis. Ooh, y'all really want these people to go down. Y'all is sick of Clive, and y'all is sick of Beyonce. Y'all is sick of my girl. Please hit the like on the fast track to 1,000 likes. We are over 700 likes right now. If y'all could please continue to hit the like. Thank you so much for tapping the like thus far. Absolutely. Ooh, not Suge Avery. Joel Osteen, Barack Clinton. Okay, Bill Clinton or George Bush. Kris Jenner. Prince Andrew. That's a good one. Someone who got real quiet now. Ashton Kutcher. That's a good one. Ryan Seacrest, Trump. Trump is a really good one. Trump is a really good one. Ooh, not Einstein. And Jay-Z, Halle Berry. I'm thinking it's either Russell Simmons, Donald Trump, or LeBron James. All of those people have had more money than Diddy. So more high profile to me is riches. Riches. And I think it's a male. And the reason I think it's a male is because with his FOs is usually him making a female and a male get it on, right? So if he's making a female and a male get it on, and they're saying that he is in the video, producing the video, meaning that he is the one talking and recording, and that there are two people involved, and that the other person in the video is more high profile than him, it makes me feel like it is a male. It makes me feel that it is a man. Yeah, that's more high profile. I don't think it was Will Smith. That's a good one. L.A. Reid. I wouldn't say L.A. Reid. I don't think he's more high profile than Diddy. Because if L.A. Reid for these charges right now, it would be big, but not bigger than Diddy. Because if L.A. Reid was going down these charges, y'all, everybody would be like, Diddy, 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 Diddy. Diddy need to go down too. Diddy need to go down too. Just like Diddy going down, and people say like, oh, Usher need to go down too. Jay-Z need to go down too. This person need to go down too. So, yeah, TD Jakes. Now we're gonna say high profile, more high profile by like influence, then maybe, maybe. But when it comes to coin, no, not at all. So yeah, I definitely think that. I mean, it could, because one thing that is annoying. Have y'all seen the blogs that keep posting about how Kamala said that happy birthday, like how she said happy birthday to Diddy, and how she thanked him for certain things, and how they were allegedly like best friends at one point. What is annoying about that is that Donald Trump is closer to Diddy than Kamala will ever be. They don't truly party together. Done took private jets places together. That like Donald Trump and Diddy are super close. I mean, they like mad cool with one another. So that confuses me about why they bringing up her relationship with Diddy and like, oh, Kamala and Diddy. Okay, well, what about Donald Trump and Diddy? Like they, you know, super close. They don't party together, travel together, went in business together. They've done a lot. 100%. Yeah. Trump is involved with everybody. When R. Kelly first, these charges were first coming about, do y'all remember where he was living? When all of Azriel Clary, when they was going on Gail's show and all of that feud is happening, and Azriel and Joyce and Lynn were fighting each other. Do y'all remember where R. Kelly was living at? Correct. Trump Towers. Absolutely. So if you notice, he's always attached to somebody, because as high profiled as R. Kelly is, what he had going on, you would have thought that Donald Trump would have wanted him as far away from him as possible. Those are his towers. If he don't want somebody in it, they're not gonna live in it. They're not gonna be in it. So was he housing him because R. Kelly had the money, or was he housing R. Kelly as a favor? I feel like that was a favor. I really don't feel Kelly paid any money to be there. He was already going through financial ruin at that point in time. He couldn't even catch up his own child support. So, I mean, he could barely bail his own self out of jail, you know? Because then they were trying to do double bubble with him. Like I guess they gave him like a warrant or something like that, due to the back child support. So he had to pay his bail, and then on top of that, to still be released, he had to pay the majority or put a dent in that back child support that he owed. So I was thinking it was a favor. Him coming to him on bended knee, him knowing that they done did some crazy stuff together, and just doing him a favor, doing him a solid, like, okay, well, I guess you can stay there. Like, that's fine. Him coming to him just saying that he need to stay there temporarily. Yeah, I feel like maybe it was just like a favor. But Trump is always involved with these people. Somebody that has everything to do with SA. Donald Trump gave pardons to who? Kodak Black was given a pardon by Donald Trump. Two of his charges at that time was because he R-worded a black girl. So he gave him a pardon on RAPE. A whole pardon. He was in jail time for R-wording a woman. Hello? Hello? Yeah, look it up right now. I did a surviving on it. On Kodak Black. Yeah. A female from one of his concerts. He wanted to hang out with her after. Did. She said no. He didn't care. Bitter, all type of stuff. R-worded that girl. And she filed charges, all of that. So you know she wasn't lying. And she was a minor. And she was a minor. She was a kid. What, 15, 16? What? 16, thank you. 16. So I'm just saying. Yeah, he bit her. He did. 100%. And he got a presidential pardon for R-wording a black girl. Can you imagine how that girl feels? The person that destroyed her life gets a presidential pardon for R-wording her. Insane. Insane. So, yeah, birds of a feather. Definitely. Because I can tell y'all this. I can almost guarantee you that while Diddy goes to court, if Diddy goes to jail, I can guarantee you that if Donald Trump wins this election, he will pardon him. Why y'all think bullets keep flying over his head? They've been friends for how long, him and Diddy? Hello? 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 He gave Kodak Black a pardon, Lil Wayne a pardon. You don't think that he'll give one to Diddy? You don't think that? I do. 100%. And the elite wants Diddy gone. Donald Trump is very defiant. Very defiant. He's one the elite feels like they can't control anymore. Again, why do you think bullets keep flying over his head? Why did they sick of him too? They let charges and stuff. He brought the Stormy case and all that. He's facing charges himself. You don't think if Trump wins in, gonna pardon himself? He absolutely will. Absolutely the president. He will be the president. He facing charges himself. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So he's very defiant. So if he wants to release Diddy, he will. He will. And the elite know that. They're not stupid. They have plans for him. Don't trust me. They have plans for him. They do. Because Kamala, she would listen to the elite. She would listen to them. She's not going to defy them. She's not going to go against them. But Trump will. Before. That's why they let the charges come up him in the first place. To be like, look, you need to sit down somewhere because we'll take you out too. You could be sitting in the cell for the next 10, 15 years as well. The remainder of your life. Like, you could be, So, but yeah, I definitely feel like birds of a feather. Oh, they flock. Honey, they flock. So, hold on, let me move on. Okay. Let's keep going. So, okay. As for the alleged pornographic tape After being asked to elaborate by correspondent Laura Ingle, the lawyer claimed it was a, KILL situation that she can't explain who the other person in the video was, describing the person as more high profile than Combs. Her quote, I've seen still of the video, so we know the video is real. So it's not like this is hearsay. No, she said, I've seen it. Yeah, it's real. I've seen stills of the video. Okay, so you can verify that it exists. That is real. That it's real. That the other person in the video is very visible, she said. It's no question. If it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video was pornographic in nature. Oh, girl. So she said no denying it. That was that person. It sure was. What if it was R. Kelly? I would say R. Kelly's more influential than Diddy. What if it was him? It doesn't seem like they're an active participant in the taping, like they're being recorded. People have reached out to the lawyer for Combs for comment. The Bad Boys founder was indicted. We already know all that. Moving right along. Okay, we know about the 1,000 bottles of okay. So I want to talk about this when it comes to these tapes. Girl. Did y'all know that they have given out over 300 warrants since this case has started? Over 300 warrants and more than 50 victims and witnesses have came forward in the actual case itself. Okay, so let's get into that. For decades, Sean Diddy Combs formed himself as one of the godfathers of hip-hop, a celebrity who transformed the genre and became a business estimated to top $1 billion. But this status is now has a different meaning now that the federal prosecutors have charged him in a sweeping ex-abuse racketeering case that threatens to bring scrutiny to others in orbit. Okay, so a lot of these warrants are for, because everyone's saying like, oh, well, what about the people that helped Diddy? What about them? What about them? They are going after them as well. They've issued over 300 warrants since this is all inspired. Please hit the like, please hit the like. I had it in the title, but I had to take like, I had to fit Beyonce in there. But I had it in the title at first over 300 warrants. So let's get to that. Okay. Authorities are pursuing him with the racketeering laws that took down the likes of John Gotti and James Whitey Bulger. He sits in a cell in Brooklyn jail that many mobsters know well. Combs has been subjected to a sweeping of a federal probe since at least the beginning of the year and was arrested in New York September 16th. He pleaded not guilty Tuesday after prosecutors unsealed their indictment against Combs, charging him with ex-applicant, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering. They allege Combs abused women during so-called freak-off parties. Combs has denied any wrongdoing. What do you know? Please hit the like, please hit the like. We're almost to 800 likes. On a fast track to 1,000 this live. Please double tap that screen for free. Please, please, please. And thank you for everybody that already has. So quote, they are very much treating this matter like a mobster case and articulating various roles that different people played in supporting the conspiracy, said Louis Shapiro, who defends clients in federal criminal proceedings. Prosecutors have been silent about exactly where the case is going next, but they called out employees and associates for helping Combs and often helping him cover up. If I were a celebrity who participated in the Combs ops, I would be shaking in my boots. At best, they're a witness in a case that is very likely going to trial. At worst, they're a co-defendant, former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani said. Now it says 50 witnesses and 300 warrants. Shapiro said the government has interviewed 50 witnesses and served 300 warrants, and it is clear that far more than the word of a dozen or so women who have accused Combs of sexual abuse in litigation field last fall, when his former girlfriend Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit and Combs settled with a significant payout within 24 hours. So again, they have put out 300 warrants for employees, all that, okay? And for everybody to help cover it up, all of that. So I do want y'all to know that the enablers are being dealt with as well. It's just not on a public scale but they are handling it from what it seems. I can't take anything off the table. Anything is possible, said Damian Williams, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, announcing the indictment. Our investigation is very active and ongoing. All right, hold on. What's this? Okay. Did I want to read this part? Okay, no, these are allegations. Okay, I want to get into the man that handed in the tape. The man that handed in the tape. One of the FOs. One of the freak offs. Okay, I think this is it. Yes. So sex worker. Now let's get into him. A male sex worker handed over a bombshell copy of a freak off tape that Sean Diddy Combs had allegedly made in May 2023. So this tape is recent. TMZ earlier reported this week FOs are being referred to the recorded sexual performances and fueled orgies. The ex-worker, SCX worker, allegedly provided Diddy freak-off tape to prosecutors after meeting federal investigators in New York City, told TMZ that and the tape is now in the hands of federal prosecutors. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. The 54-year-old Combs was recently indicted. We know. The TMZ source says that one specific encounter was caught on tape. Let's get into this. The SCX worker claimed that he flew from Atlanta to Miami to meet up with Diddy and the woman, and ended up having intercourse with her while Diddy filmed the encounter. Now, this tape is from 2023. This worker did not, so Cassie is this tape, who Diddy was with in 2023 was Miami. So, no, they said that the sexual encounter happened May 2023. And that he said he was flown from Atlanta to Miami to meet up with Diddy and the woman that he ended up doing the FO with. Carisha lived in Miami. Carisha was with Diddy in 2023. Was it Carisha? Is Carisha on this tape? Carisha and Diddy allegedly broke up this year. 2023 was last year. So was it Carisha? Inquiring minds want to know. That's what it's given, because again, that's who he was dating in 2023. It was not with Cassie. It's not. The Jonathan Oddie interview, or the police station interview, the detective interview that he did was years ago. That wasn't in 2023. The tape happened in 2023. Last year. Jonathan Oddie was in jail. Correct, it could have been Daphne Joy. It also could have been Gina, because Gina, or however you say her last name, Miyagi, she's still over there in the fold. It could be anyone. But if 2023, what it's definitely giving is Carisha, if we're going to compare to who he was dating, because that's who he was dating in 2020, was Carisha. So I found that weird. But there's more things that I find weird. So let's keep reading. Sometimes you got to read in between the lines. He ended up having intercourse with her while Diddy filmed encounter. So Diddy is on recording. According to the report, the male SCX worker met with the feds Wednesday and signed an agreement that allows him to speak to federal investigators without fear of prosecution. Let me read that again. According to the report, the male SCX worker met with the feds Wednesday and signed an agreement that allows him to speak to federal investigators without fear of prosecution. What is on that tape? Because why would you be fearing prosecution? You didn't do anything wrong. If anything, you were affect. You didn't do nothing wrong. You were affect. The messages that you have from Diddy was for you to go and hang out with him, for you to go meet up with him. You did that. It wasn't like an agreement that, hey, I'm going to come there and I'm going to sleep with someone. I'm going to have X with someone and, you know, you going to fly me out. No, it wasn't like that. It's more so like DMs like, hey, I'm going to fly you out. You know, come kick it. We're going to be da-da-da. And he's like, all right, cool. So they couldn't even get you on prostitution charges. They couldn't even get you on that because consensual SCX is consensual. It just is what it is. How is that prostitution if you are an adult model and you just go hang out, just so happen to go hang out with some friends, and in the process of that you have SCX? So what? There's nothing wrong with that. Consensual. That even if somebody recorded, as long as you get permission, you're good. What would you need to get immunity for? That tape. Is the person not of age? Is the person unconscious? Like what were you doing in the tape that you would need to make it so that, hey, I'm gonna turn this tape in, but I'm gonna need to make sure that unity. Like, no, Sapphire, I'm not mistaken. Kodak Black was facing multiple charges. So if you rewind what I said that he had multiple charges. He had already been tried for R-wording that black girl. He was already doing time for it while facing other charges. That was not his only charge. And then you were fighting a weapons charge and whatnot, and you get pardoned. You're getting pardoned for everything you did because he did not stay in jail and do his time. That pardoned him from everything, not one charge. You go do your research, sweetie. Go look it up. And he was found guilty of it. Yeah. So he was already serving time for it. So yeah. Because they listed it. Oh, we're going to pardon him for this. Yep. The current charge he was facing. That's what he was currently going through. Like, no, the pardon was not just for that. Pardon is for anything that you're going through, whether you're serving a term and you're facing other charges, like that. He was facing a lot of stuff, but he had already been charged that, and he didn't do his time. He should have stayed in jail. There was no reason for him to get out. No reason at all. Now he was facing other charges. That is correct. He was, but he had already been tried for that. So yeah, he did free an R-worder. Absolutely did. He is a rapist. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm confused about that. I want to know what he would need immunity for. Because turning in this tape, they're going to show it, or at least stills. If they don't, like, what were you doing? Because now I'm side-eyeing this dude. Because I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. What's on that damn tape that you feel like we need to give you immunity for? And I'm sure upon looking at the tape, they know what it is, but it does give that the person, that it was illegal stuff going on. Was the tape stolen? No. I believe that the man just had it in his possession. Whether it was like, did he make multiple copies or he recorded from his own device? Well, is what it's giving. He had to be a trusted source because for Diddy to allow him to have that tape, I don't think he took it. I think that he had it, 100%. And there's other tapes with him actually being, and because what I'm hearing is the majority of the recordings is of other people getting it on, and being like the director of it. I heard there's only like one or two tapes that Diddy is actually getting down, that he actually doing stuff in the tape. I heard it's like one or two tapes. And one of them he is power bottoming. That's the tape I want. That's the tape I want. That one. So we can plaster it everywhere. I want that one. So we could put it everywhere. So whoever got the hookup, holler if you hear me. Cause yeah, I want to plaster that everywhere. I sure do. I sure do. There is definitely a tape of him power bottoming. Absolutely. And TD Jakes, he's on tapes too. TD Jakes is on tape too. Let me see. Because I heard some about. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go be nosy. What is going on? Let me go be nosy because I heard something about him literally stepping down. Not like quitting, but taking like a break, I guess. Let's get into that. Because TD Jakes is on those tapes. 100, yes. He definitely on those tapes. And with rappers. Younger rappers. Because TD, from what is being said, he like them young. You know, TD he don't like the, you know, the older dudes. He like the young boys. You know, the young cats. The ones that's just coming in. The fresh bait. He like them. He don't like the ushers and all of that. They boring to him. He don't have Usher so many times. Usher is allegedly boring. Usher, I hear you are a boring slut. Like everybody done had you so much. Like people are just over you. Yeah. And it gives you a little pressed about it. It gives that you're a little pressed about it, Usher. They say you just a bona fide. You done been passed around and tossed around so much. What is going on? Sewing. So yeah. So Usher, they say I'm just gonna restart it because I'm over this. No, I don't want to connect. So I say Usher. What about Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart is definitely on those tapes. 100%. Kevin Hart is a flunky loser. He absolutely is. Kevin Hart will do anything for fame. He'll do anything to stay famous. That gamble-holic loser. Kevin Hart is definitely on those tapes. I feel like Diddy don't have plenty of money. Diddy has also helped him get out of certain high-stakes situations with the bigger head honchos, like Donald Trump even. He don't went to Vegas and lost a lot of money. Trump owns a lot of property in Vegas, including casinos. So, yeah, he is definitely on those tapes. We saw one when Kevin Hart tape had got exposed to the public. Where do y'all think he got? When he cheated on his wife and recorded, where do you think that behavior comes from? Where? Where? There was another person in the room recording Kevin do it. Kevin wasn't recording himself, and the woman didn't know she was recorded at all. Where do you think he learned that? Where do you think he got that from? Think about it. Kevin Hart, some years back, he got caught cheating on his wife. What is her name? Nico or whatever. Got caught cheating on her. And his friend was in the room recording him smash this woman. He was recording an infidelity. Recording an affair. And again, it would have been different if Kevin was the, director. If he was recording, like using the phone or using whatever device. No, it was a party recording him and the woman. Where do you think he got that from? Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. As said at the beginning of this live, celebrities adopt things just like we do. When we see certain things that we like, we adopt it. We try to make it our own or make it similar, and things like that. But when we're doing that, do you have like, okay, I may want to do a party how I seen another person do a party, but is my house as big as theirs? Do I have a foot or a square footage to pull off that, lavish thing? So I want to, my house may not be big enough for it. My backyard may not be big enough for it. Things like that. And it also doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to get away with it. Just because they had it in their neighborhood doesn't mean that my neighborhood is going to allow me to have it, and whatnot. So it's the same thing with Kevin. You see something and then doing this they would do this for weeks. So these orgies and stuff that they have, they would be weeks long. It's easy to get addicted to that type of energy. It's easy to get addicted to it. You just like getting addicted to a drug. It's no different. And then you're doing these things high out of your mind, and whatnot. You're adopting these things. You want to do them yourself. You want to have the experience again, but create it your own instead of waiting around until the next time that Diddy does it. You don't know the next time he's going to have one of those ritualistic, G's for 2 weeks. Sometimes for a month, go on vacation for a month and just be super high and smash the whole time. Everybody touching everybody, girls touching girls, boys touching boys, boys touching girls, so you become addicted to it. You absolutely do. But it's the Kevin tape was boring. No, I agree that the tape was boring, but everybody likes something a certain way. So with these men, if that's the way that they climax, they're gonna climax. When I was at Diddy's, we did ... That was fun. I had a good time. Blah, blah, blah. You're gonna try to recreate it. That's what you'll do. But just because Diddy got away with it doesn't mean you will. It doesn't mean that. Just because he's sitting over there cheating, this is why these men get married. Because you got Kevin Hart. It's like, why is somebody like him married? A chronic cheater. You got somebody Offset. Why are you married? You're a chronic cheater. Like, this is what you do. Men like you shouldn't be married. But they get married for optics. They get married for the public. They're not getting married because this is truly what they want. No, they really don't. This is imagery. This is, a facade. Is what it is. A silhouette of how things really are. And they'll do it for certain protections. Think about, God rest his soul, Takeoff. Takeoff was accused of, essaying a woman and whatnot, but it got taken care of before he passed away. There's even been some accusations against Quavo, but there's never been any allegations like that about Takeoff. No, Takeoff. Offset. There's no allegations like that about him because he's married. So people mind go right to that. Like, oh, he married, he cheated. Why would he do that? Yeah, people mind go to that. When it comes to somebody like Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, all of them, it was easy. It was easy, 100%. It was easy to say, like, Diddy, he's not married, or any of those things. There's no real defense behind it. No different when people call him gay, or when women come forward and say that he, allegedly essayed them, and all of that. There's nothing to back him because what woman? You think about Carisha. Carisha tried to back him, but you're a whole madam. You're a whole madam. Carisha's sitting around like she wasn't recruiting females and males to bring to these gatherings herself. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. We're on the fast track to 1,000 this live. Please double tap the screen if you have not already. Thank you so much. If you have already double tapped the screen, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please keep double tapping that screen. We are almost to 1,000 likes. Please, please, please. So yeah, like Carisha, she was a whole madam. Y'all looked at it. Carisha was one of the main girls that got new girls brought into the fold and got people to hook up with each other. I feel like she was doing all of that. Yeah, all of that. Bringing in a new roster of women, bringing in a new roster of men, setting them up to be O's, and she's part of the cleanup detail too. She helped clean up the mess. She's just a complicit. She was a staff of Combs Enterprises. All of that's just what she was. How y'all think she could just sit there while she in the audience with a Go Poppy sign, but he on the stage talking about some thank you, Cassie. Thanks for being there during the dark times. All of that. And while she out there in the audience holding up a sign, just looking stupid. Looking pathetic. Holding up that sign. And all of that, No. No, no. Carisha is extremely complicit. She came forward on the Carisha Please show and tried to exonerate Diddy. She wanted people to back him, her and Saucy Bacca. They came in defense of Diddy. Why? Because I believe that Saucy Big Bacca and Carisha are both complicit. Think about it. In the indictment alone, it said it was over what, 60 something genders? 60 something like that? 70 something genders? How do y'all think all of these other indigenous people were coming around and, differently gendered people, were coming around? You think that that was Carisha bringing those people? No, I believe that's brought a lot of them too. I don't believe Saucy brought all of them, but I do think he brought a plethora, of different people around for certain things to happen. Literally. Have you seen the Leone affidavit? Has Denzel Washington, Birdman? She was underage at the party. I did. I did. A lot of people have been sending me that. Thank you for the super sticker. Have been sending me that and wanting me to like deep dive it. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Um, I'll consider it. I'll consider looking into it. But I don't know much about it, so I'm not gonna act like I know about it. I don't try to go into details about things that I'm not privy to. But I will look into that. I haven't been getting sent that a lot. A lot. A lot. Shout out to the surprise witness. That surprise witness. My girl BJ. Shout out to her and BJ Investigates because I heard that she was talking about that too. So shout out to her. That's my girl. That's my girl. So shout out to her. I believe maybe even Down the Rabbit. Shout out to the whole news. I believe even maybe she was too. Thank you, K Ben, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Yeah, so I'm like maybe even her too. I believe maybe Down the Rabbit because she be all over it. So does BJ. They be all over it. And me. But yeah, I'll look into it. I will definitely look into that, but I don't know much about it, so I can't elaborate on something I don't know about. I bet Carisha, Diddy, and Saucy had a threesome allegedly. I highly doubt it because I don't think that Diddy is. I really don't feel like he is attracted to Carisha. I really don't. I really don't. I feel like Carisha was more so an employee than anything. And I think that she would step in if there were certain people that were attracted to her that he wanted at one of his FO parties. Honestly. I don't feel like he was ever like attracted to Carisha. I don't feel like he ever wanted like that at all. Whatsoever. I don't. I just think that he thought that Carisha was cool, and on top of her being cool, it was certain things and connections that Carisha had. Carisha is younger, so she's more so tuned with the in crowd there. She's from Miami. He's primarily based in Miami. He also used her to help him promote his alcohols and brandings and his other business. Like, I feel like he just used her. And then in the back, even for a DURGS connection, even for a connection, honestly, honestly. And then with him being watched so hard, I think she was, doing other stuff for him too. 100%. She could have been carrying things, toting weapons, all of that, taking the jet. And, they looking at it just being her and her homegirl, so they're not looking too much into it. She could have been traveling with things back and forth. Out of the, like, Carisha is dirty. Carisha is dirty. She is. She's been listed in multiple lawsuits. These people ain't bringing up her name for nothing. You got one lawsuit saying she was standing there watching a person be SA'd by her own cousin in the Rodney Jones lawsuit. Then you got this new woman that's word as of now stating that Carisha was coercing her and harassing her to get rid of her child. Then she's in another lawsuit as one of the people that helped transport the drugs. All of that, like, she dirty. She is dirty. She is, 100%. 45 likes and we are at 1,000 likes. Please keep double tapping that screen if you have not already. Please, 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 please keep double tapping that screen. Another person I think that people need to stop ignoring too is Diddy's mother, Janice Combs. Janice Combs is going down too. She absolutely is. Janice Combs has been very complicit in a lot of this stuff that has went on. That is why I do not believe that Diddy's kids are with Janice. That he needs his kids around somebody to where the information that they have will be protected. Janice Combs is being watched like a hawk, and so is Diddy's sons, Quincy, Justin, and Christian. The feds are watching them like hawks because I believe that Christian and Justin for sure, I believe that will get arrested in some way, shape, or form. I do. I do. I do. People are stating that Diddy's taking a plea deal. That is not true. Diddy's lawyer even confirmed, I think, what was it, yesterday? Diddy will not be taking a deal. That's the whole reason why he wants to testify, because he is not taking any deal. No, he is not. So if he is not taking a deal, how much snitching is he doing? What is the point of snitching if you reap no benefit? So now I feel like all of us need to go back to the drawing board by stating that Diddy is snitching on people. Why is he not being offered anything? A snitch gives deal. Don't nobody snitch for free. Unless you're just stupid, you know. But what would be the point? So who is he telling on? Only person I feel like he told on is Eric Adams. And I feel like that was for revenge. I think that it was a tactic of him snitching on certain people for free to show his allegiance with the federal government, to show them that he is on their side, that I am innocent. I'm not guilty of any of these things. I'll even give you, some of the sharks. That's how I feel. I feel like Diddy's snitching on certain people for free to show that he is fully compliant with, going to be fully compliant with everything that the federal government wants him to do. And he wants to send a message. I think he wants to send a message because he can't do it out because he's still in jail. What is a bigger message by seeing 300 people stepping down from record companies, 100 CEOs stepping down, Eric Adams under investigation, the same person that just took back the key from the city to him, the one who gave it to him, took back, all of that, crooked as he is and all the briberies and whatnot that he's been taking in exchange. How do we know for sure? Well, we should know for sure that Diddy clearly bought that key to the city. That was not given to him. He bought it. He purchased it, is what that was. That's how I feel, So I think that he has been telling on certain people to show other people that know a lot of information to shut the fuck up. For like the Mary J. Bliges, the Faith Evans, the Stevie J's, the Usher Raymond, the Justin Biebers. Look at here. I know where your skeletons are buried. I know where they at. All right? And I'll pop all y'all. I get all y'all. I ain't going down by myself. So since I can't call y'all, I'ma show y'all. I'ma show y'all. Well, at this point in time, Jay-Z and Beyonce don't have to worry about anything. They are the boule. Beyonce and Jay-Z are now the proud owners of the boule. There's no one in LA that will be more powerful than Jay-Z and Beyonce, because both of them will become billionaires pretty soon here. Beyonce is on the verge, she is not far from becoming a billionaire. So it's different between like A$AP Rocky, the Jada Pinketts and Will Smiths and whatnot. No, Rihanna's a billionaire. A$AP Rocky is not. Will Smith is pushing billionaire territory. Jada Pinkett is not. Now you have Beyonce and Jay-Z. Jay-Z is billionaire level, and Beyonce is knocking on the door. So they are truly about to be the king and queen. Yeah. This is why Beyonce, again, Beyonce is going to, every day we look up, Beyonce got a new project, a new business, a new brand. That shit, it's like every week, something new coming out. If it's sacred, it's Sir Davis. If it ain't Sir Davis, it's a country album. If it ain't a country album, it's this. And there's clothing line, then the Levi brand. And there's like, girl, girl. She talking heavy. Beyonce talking heavy right now. So as Diddy plummets, Beyonce rises. And they're also giving Beyonce a lot of the same things that they gave Diddy. Diddy was in the process of opening multiple like 20 stores or something like that, a chain of dispensaries in New York. Now it's rumored that Beyonce Beyonce is about to open up a chain of dispensaries of marijuana, legal marijuana. Yeah. Now it's rumored that that's part of Beyonce's next act, that with coming out with her music that is going to be infused with these dispensaries that she's allegedly bringing out too. Now that's weird because Diddy was in the process of buying the chain of dispensaries in the New York area until the Diageo lawsuit. The same liquor conglomerate company that is sponsoring, makes, and distributes Sir Davis. They got his liquor, gave Beyonce it. They got rid of his dispensary deal, and now allegedly Beyonce has it. That because that dispensary chain alone was going to push Diddy further into the billion. Like he was going to be more than a billionaire, with those dispensaries. It's going to be a lot of them, in multiple locations, but just one location alone, or one area alone, it was going to be like 20 of them he was opening. So altogether it was around like 100 or something like that. It was a multi-million to billion-dollar deal that he was doing. And it was all on the up and up until he filed that lawsuit against Diageo. And then not only did Diageo get rid of him, but the dispensary, hold on, I can actually pull it up. Hold on. Let me see. I'm sure I got it saved. Because now it's being said that Beyonce is about to come out with her own dispensary company. If you listen to Beyonce's music, Beyonce has always been a firm believer of smoking weed and stuff like that. Like, she's never shied away from it. She's done songs talking smoking herself, literally. So, I mean, you got to think about the love. I've been drinking, now she got a liquor. I mean, she literally told Megan Thee Stallion went on to Shannon Sharp's, and she said that Beyonce told her the next time that she sees her that she should have her own liquor brand, her own liquor. Why do you think Beyonce told her that? Because that's what Beyonce was doing. That's what she was in the process doing. And it's nothing for Beyonce to get her a deal. And the liquor branding, and it's not, or for Jay-Z, it's not a problem. I mean, look how quickly Beyonce got her deal. Look how quickly. I mean, we just looked up and she got a liquor. Like, what? And why didn't her liquor come out when Ciroc and De Leon was out? When they were like, why didn't it come out then? All of a sudden he gets locked up. Now you're coming out with Sir Davis? Oh, okay. He has this distribution dispensary deal, and yeah. Okay, let me see. I should still have that article. If not, I'll just look it up real quick. I'll just have it in. But I can pull that up and read it. But yeah, the deal fell through after, the whole Diageo thing. He even had Quincy pushing it, because if you go on to Quincy's IG, Quincy was already like getting in the process of selling it, for him, and whatnot, and yeah. So Diddy's deal to own the largest black-owned cannabis company falls through in 2022. It was reported that Cresco Labs, a cannabis wholesaler in Columbia Care, intended to sell their New York, Illinois, and Massachusetts assets to Diddy Combs. Once the deal completed, it would have been worth $185 million. In 2022 was the same year that Diddy filed a lawsuit against Diageo. Same year. So the deal was on the up and up before the lawsuit. And then he sues Diageo, then they don't want anything to do with him anymore. The cannabis company. Cresco Labs. They're like, oh yeah, no. We're good. Because Diageo is a multi-billion-dollar company. So they have a lot of connections. And Diddy didn't realize that he f***ed up going after Diageo. One of the worst mistakes he could have ever made. He got way too cocky. Way too cocky. It's like the audacity. Are you serious? Are you serious? You're going to really try to sue us? Okay. We're going to show you. And they did. Now, allegedly, Cresco Labs has been secretively working with Beyonce and Jay-Z. There are photos online of Beyonce visiting cannabis companies and looking at their products and stuff like that, 100%. And I believe that that's going to come out with Act 3, that Beyonce is going to be talking about, now mark my words, you heard it here first, that Beyonce is going to start talking about cannabis. There is a dome, the dome or the Sphere, where is that? I believe that's in Las Vegas. In Las Vegas. Now Beyonce, Jay-Z, and her mom last year were looking at the dome and or the Sphere, whatever they call it. And everybody thought that when she came out with Cowboy Carter, that since she had been looking at the dome and there have been artists like U2 and others that performed there, that she was going to do a Cowboy Carter tour there, because in the Sphere you could just stay. You don't. It's not like a traveling thing. You just kind of like a residency. If you whip it on a larger scale, it's like really cool. If you've ever seen the Sphere, Google it, look it up. It's really cool. I would love to go to a concert there. And Beyonce and Jay-Z and Tina Knowles went and checked it out. They did a tour of it, but Cowboy Carter dropped and nothing. So everybody thought that she was going to do that there. I think that's where she's going to do Act 3. Beyonce needs time. Anytime she does something when it comes to performing or anything like that, she need, like with putting the Renaissance tour together, she said that she was putting it together for like 3 years before it happened. But with home, I think she would need way less time, because the Renaissance tour is a moving tour. It has moving parts to it. And so I'm confused. Confused about what? Like, say what you're confused about. Just saying you could be confused about anything. You could be confused why your toilet not flooding. You could be confused on why your light won't turn on in the room. Confused by what? So I feel like with part 3, with Act 3, when she comes out with that album, I think if she's going to tour, that's where it will be. I didn't figure that she would be doing anything this year tour-wise, because Lion King 2 comes out, I believe, in like December or something like that. And Blue Ivy is making her acting debut in the movie. So this year is like pretty much like sewed up, like coming out with Sir Davis and Sacred and all of that. Like this year's like the year of branding, and then I think maybe next year she'll drop Act 3, or later on. I think maybe she'll drop it at the Super Bowl, like she dropped Cowboy Carter. To let us know that music was coming. We have 1,000 likes. Thank y'all so much for the 1,000 likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. We hit 1,000 likes. I love hitting 1,000 likes. I don't know why. I think I like doing it just to show that the engagement that I have is real. People love to say like, oh, they got bots. They got this. They got that. Girl, please. We don't get down like that. Boom. We know if Beyonce had a residency. Trust me. Right. I just think that it's not happening anytime soon. If it does, maybe next year or the year after, or something like that. I mean, the Renaissance tour was a big tour. It was a world tour. That was a lot. So and if you notice, she went through a lot of pain. She had knee surgeries and stuff. So yeah, her going on another tour like that, I just don't. Her doing that all over again, like right away. I don't feel that way. So yeah, I think she's next up. Who better to race Diddy than someone like Beyonce? Who better? And they're, I mean, the elite follow the elite. So I think that that Jay-Z and Beyonce, and then here's the other thing too. Beyonce is completely against anybody that does any type of essay or anything like that. When you go on her tour, if you tour with her, like if you're a background dancer, somebody that does lighting, somebody that does wardrobe, if you have anything on your record that has anything to do with SA, you cannot for Beyonce. You cannot work for her. No, she does everything through the Me Too list. If you are on the Me Too list at all, she does not work with you. No, she does not. She's always been like that. So she don't deal with nobody on that list. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. I couldn't agree with her more. I mean, why would you want to? But yeah, so she don't have to worry about any backlash um, if you ain't dealing with nobody that's on that list. So with Diddy being on that list, no. Beyonce will have nothing to do with him. Their relationship is a past thing. I would be surprised if you ever hear her or Jay-Z his name again. Utter his name again. So with Beyonce having a list like that, I can see Jay-Z being one of the main components because this is what he does. Jay-Z didn't tell Jay Prince and Dame Dash and all of them that he was going to Liar Cohen and all of them in the elite, the distribution company. He just did it. All of those people went down, and then it was kind of like that was just it. Like Jay-Z didn't speak of them, talk to them, hang with them, nothing. Just all those men's over, smiled in their face, and laughed behind their back, and stuck the knife in their backs, and just walked away. Think about the same thing with Diddy. Just last year, he and Diddy were doing donation brunch together. Now all of a sudden, now all of a sudden, these charges come up and Jay-Z's just gone. Hasn't said a word about Diddy. Nothing. But you were just kicking it with him as of last year. You and Beyonce. Diddy didn't just get on the list, he'd been on the Me Too list. Like, he'd been on it. So that's why it was confusing. But now that he's publicly known for being on the list, it's not being like swept underneath the rug anymore, now all of a sudden they want to remove association. It gives fake. But why would people expect anything different? He did the same thing with Jay Prince, Dame and Dash, Irv Gotti. He did the same thing to them. DMX, he did the same thing. Snitched on them, turned his back. Acted like those men didn't even exist. And under him, it was just all business. So I think it's the same thing here. I think it's weird somebody that has been so connected to Diddy to not, Jay-Z name ain't came up one time. And none of the paperwork, none of the laws, even with the celebrity names that have been thrown out there, his name ain't came up one time. Why? You got even Cuba Gooding Jr. and Usher and Aaron Hall and so many other people. Hell, Carisha. Some others. But no Jay-Z. Protection. I feel like Jay-Z has been named many, 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 many times. I think that he is being protected and they remove his name. That is all. That's it. Why would his name not come up? Hello? Everyone's stating how everyone in making the band a band, Vanity Kane, Day 26, need to come forward and tell their stories. But you have people like the band that walked in the middle of the morning, for a piece of cheesecake that was for Beyonce. You got the baby talking about he was at a party with Diddy, and Diddy got rid of everyone except the elite. Jay-Z, Beyonce. Hello. But they're not being named in anything. What? What? Well, that's weird. The baby said that, it was only like maybe 6 to 10 people left. He got rid of the influx of the party. And it was just only certain people there, like the Jay-Z's, the Beyoncé's. Beyonce walking up, introducing herself. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. The baby ran from Diddy. Diddy though? Because what does he say? Diddy though? Diddy? Because if you listen, oh no, I'm messing. No, I'm messing. Listen to this. Diddy though? Hold up.
This was the beginning of I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people. He had put them out, but he had took a liking to me in particular around the time. Man, it was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me. Right. So he had put.
He said he had took he took a liking into me at the time. He was putting his arm around me, all of that. Did he get away though?
Majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Mm-hmm. Me and maybe about 15 others. Right. Jay-Z and Beyonce being two.
Now this is the baby, Mr. Homophobic. Mr. Homophobic. Mr. F-word this, F-word that, F-word this, F-word that. Mr. got canceled by the LGBTQ barbecue, all of that. But you at a party with a man that's getting of the influx of women that are there to keep you in a more intimate area with other people that are taken, like married couples, Jay-Z and Beyonce, and you realize that he likes you because he keeps putting his arm around you and, embracing you. And ain't all that? That ain't gay to you? David, that ain't gay to you? You just let men just come up to you and put their arm all around you and then pull you in and all that. And you notice that he took a special liking to you because he was trying to get rid of more people, that it was more intimate, on an intimate level, to where it was just more sort of like you and him. There's nothing straight about that. That's very gay. Like, I would even say so myself. Like, yeah, that's pretty gay. Yeah, I would say so. And then for you to be so homophobic and not to want to be around gay people at all, you give gay for gay. That you'll be gay if it's going to get you to where you're trying to get to. And after he got canceled with the LGBTQ barbecue, because this was after, I think that really humbled him. I do. I think that it humbled him. And I don't think he wanted to ruin whatever opportunity was coming his way. So if he had to get down, and again, a person like Diddy's extremely narcissistic and powerful, he makes it hard for you to tell him no. Even Cat Williams, listen to his voice when he said, you got to tell Diddy no, meaning you don't be wanting to. Like, you actually be falling for what he be saying sometimes, but then you got to recollect, be like, you know what? Nope. I ain't down with none of that stuff. I'm good. You just got to tell him no. You got to, because he's going to keep on asking, basically. But you just got to stand firm and be like, no, So is what I got from it. I don't know about other people, but that's what I got from it. Like, he gonna keep on, basically harassing you, harassing you for the answer that he wants. But you gotta tell him to leave you alone, cause he won't. He won't.
With other 15 people in the room, so that just put into perspective with the type of company I was in at the moment, And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had.
I think 50 Cent is clean when it comes to Diddy. I think 50 Cent has always hated Diddy. I think that 50 Cent didn't. I don't feel like he mind Diddy until Diddy tried to fuck him. I really feel like that's where their problem came in at. Now, I don't know about 50 Cent life, how he lives himself. I don't care nothing about none of that. But when it comes to 50 Cent, I feel like when Diddy was offering to take him shopping and trying to do exactly what he did with the baby, I think that made 50 Cent feel some type of way. I do. I don't think 50 Cent liked that at all. I think 50 Cent, he was looking at him as like some little groupie, little, queer. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Now, I say with Diddy, I feel like 50 is clean. I do. He's been after him too hard. If Diddy had anything on 50, 50 would have not been gunning for this man for years. For years. He has been gunning for him. So he did something to 50 Cent. I would feel like Diddy violated 50 before I ever feel like 50 did anything consensually with Diddy. No. He did something to Fifth and he ain't like it. 50 did not like it and has been on his road ever since. So I do think he's clean when it comes to Diddy. I will say that.
Right, Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope. No.
I cannot. So yeah, I think that Diddy got the baby. Yes. I think he got him. Because if he didn't, why he ain't saying nothing? He ain't saying nothing against Diddy. Because I feel like he don't want it too. I feel like that was the initiation. It was him making the baby feel more important than what he was. It's like, I got you in a room with Jay-Z and Beyonce and, da-da-da-da. That was the initiation. That was if you want what I got to offer, here you go. Here go the door. Here's door one. You stepping through or nah? You stepping through or nah? I think he stepped through the door. I do. I think YK Osiris and so many others, I feel like they stepped through the door. The main people, that's what we're going to get into the next live. A lot of these victims on the list, I feel, are coming from Comb Enterprises. A lot of these singers and rappers that he signed and they never came out. Just missed, record deals and albums and singles and tours. And I think Diddy did the same thing with these people. And a lot of them, I feel, were recruited by Carisha and others. Literally, I for real feel that way. And I think that's why YK was let down, because YK Osiris is one of those people that was supposed to be being signed by Diddy. And when he went broke, he truly realized that all of the people that he had done things with and been to these wild parties and humiliated himself doing certain things, Drake parties, Diddy parties, all of that, he realized that those people really don't have his back. They all just lied to him. And I'm sure that was a horrible feeling, to sit there and be like, I did all of that and it was all in vain. I feel that's how a lot of people feel. Not what Diddy's being sued for, what he's been arrested for. He's being arrested for R-wording and saying people, the main thing, and African and racketeering. Those are his main charges and what he's being charged with. He's not being charged for being a freak. Y'all are freaks. Like, freaks of nature to think that, like, I'm like, y'all are so weird. Like, girl. But I'm gonna get out of here. I have to go leave and get my kids soon. I think I might creep on coffee. What time is it? Yeah, we're gonna coffee. Give me because I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do it later because my daughter has a volleyball game today. Give me 10 minutes and we'll go on coffee. So everybody run over to coffee if you're over on coffee now. We will be live again tomorrow. Y'all know we stay live at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. I try to stay live over here. But we're gonna run over to coffee real quick because why not? And because Seantober's about to start. So a lot of this mess we're not gonna be talking about. So I want to get it out of the way. But we will be talking about celebrity dark stories over on Coffee, okay? Real celebrity stories that have happened to people, massacres, tragedies. People are victims. They've been R-worded and, you know, stuff like that and been swept underneath the rug. Some of them are artists. Some of them are actresses. Some are athletes. We're going to be getting into all of that all month long over there in Deep Web Stories on Coffee. And Book Club will be restarting again this week. So I'm excited. We're going to finish the book Bling, and then we'll decide which book we're going to do from there. It's live. It's going to be live on Discord. It's still live, but it's just going to be on Discord. So we're about to go over right now. So I will see y'all. Give me about 10 minutes and we'll be live over there. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for all the stickers, the gift of membership. Thank you so much for the likes on the video. I really appreciate it. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. So I will see you guys over there in 6